Alright, so good day everyone. So thank you for being here today. So whether you are an employer or an employee or simply someone interested in understanding labor laws, the topic of wages and compensation is crucial. So for today, we'll explore the various aspects of wages and compensation in the Philippines, focusing on what the law mandates and the recent developments regarding the minimum wage, especially in Metro Manila and the provinces. So we are just meeting. My name is Dennis Hilario, and I give my best thoughts and tips about business process and digital transformation. So if you're new here, kindly consider subscribing or smashing the like button so it can help this video reach to more people like you. So let's start with the basics. In the Philippines, wages and compensation are governed by several laws, with the Labor Code of the Philippines serving as the primary framework. So wages are defined as the remuneration of earnings, however designated, capable of being expressed in terms of money, which is payable to an employee under a written or unwritten contract of employment. So wages are paid to an employee for the work they have done. This includes basic pay, overtime pay, night shift differentials, and other monetary benefits like the 13th month pay. So basic pay refers to the regular remuneration before any deductions for contributions or taxes. It is what an employee earns for the standard number of hours they work. So the law ensures that every employee receives at least the minimum wage set by the government. The minimum wage in the Philippines is set by the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board, or RTWPB, and varies by region, reflecting the differences in the cost of living across the country. The goal of setting minimum wages is to protect vulnerable workers by ensuring they receive a fair wage that can support their basic needs. So now let's talk about the recent developments as of this recording. There have been significant changes in the minimum wage rates across the country, particularly in Metro Manila and various provinces. So in Metro Manila, or the National Capital Region, it has seen an increase in the minimum wage. So the daily minimum wage for non-agricultural workers in Metro Manila was increased by 40 pesos, bringing the new daily minimum wage to 610. For those in the agricultural sector, retail or service establishments with 15 or fewer workers and manufacturing establishments with less than 10 workers, the daily minimum wage is 573 pesos. This increase reflects the government's response to the rising of cost of living inflation and the need to provide workers with a wage that better meets their needs. In the provinces, the minimum wage varies significantly depending on the region. For instance, in Region 3, the minimum wage for non-agricultural workers ranges from 450 to 500 pesos per day, depending on the area within the region. In agricultural sector, the minimum wage ranges from 420 to 470. In Region 7 or Central Visayas, the minimum wage for non-agricultural workers is now set at 435 to 468 per day, while agricultural workers receive 425 to 458 per day, depending on the province and the industry. But again, just to remind you that this is as of this recording, so this might change anytime, like in the future. For updates, you have to refer to DOLE or NLRC websites for the updated daily minimum wage. So these adjustments reflect the diverse economic conditions across the Philippines, where the cost of living and the economic activity of each region differ significantly. So now, what does this increase in a minimum wage mean for workers and employers? So for workers, an increase in minimum wage is a welcome development. It means a higher income that can help them better meet their daily needs and support their families. For many workers, this increase is crucial in coping with inflation and rising prices and goods and services. For employers, particularly those running small and medium enterprises, this increase can be challenging. The rise in labor costs means that businesses must carefully manage their finances to accommodate the higher wages. However, it also encourages businesses to improve productivity, efficiency, and even adopt new technologies to remain competitive. The government, through the Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE, continuously works to balance these interests, ensuring that wage increases are suitable for businesses while providing workers with fair compensation. So let's not talk about overtime, night shift, and other compensations. So beyond the minimum wage, the labor code also mandates additional compensation for specific work condition. For instance, overtime pay. So employees who work beyond the standard 8 hours a day are entitled to overtime pay, which is 25% more than their regular hourly rate. If the overtime work is done on a rest day or holiday, the overtime pay increases to 30% more than the regular rate. So now, employees who work between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. are entitled to a night shift differential, which is an additional 10% of their regular hourly rate for each hour worked during this period. For the holiday pay, employees are entitled to receive 100% of their daily wage, even if they do not work on a regular holiday. If they work on a regular holiday, they are entitled to 200% of their daily wage. So these compensations are designed to recognize the extra effort and less than ideal working conditions, ensuring that employees are fairly compensated for their time and their labor. Another significant component of compensation in the Philippines is the 13th month pay. So this is mandatory benefit under Presidential Decree number 851, requiring employers to give their employees a 13th-month pay equivalent to 1/12 of the basic salary earned within a calendar year. This is usually paid out before December 24th each year and is a welcome boost to employees' income, especially during the holiday season. So in conclusion, wages and compensation in the Philippines are designed to protect workers' rights while also considering the economic realities faced by employers. So the recent increases in the minimum wage reflect the government's commitment to ensuring that Filipino workers receive fair pay that can help them meet their daily needs. As we move forward, it is essential for both employers and employees to stay informed about these regulations. So employers must comply with the law to avoid penalties and maintain a positive work environment, while employees should be aware of their rights to ensure they receive the compensation they deserve. Alright, so thank you so much for watching or listening. I hope this discussion has provided you with a clear understanding of wages and compensation in the Philippines. Let's continue to work towards fair and just labor practices for all. So in my upcoming HR videos, I'm gonna be talking about more Philippine labor concepts. So I'll see you in the next video. DX Life and Business. Have a great day.